Got another question, and it's kind of a nice segue. This one is about debt. I recently found out that I was consistently overpaid by my employer to the tune of $12,000. I have the option of I have the option to either pay the entire sum at once or enter into a payment plan. I have the $12,000, however. Should I pay all the money back at once or go on a payment plan and invest the $12,000?
Well, first, I'd want to know why my employer was so fouled up they overpaid me. Second, I'd question why you didn't tell your employer you were getting overpaid, because it eventually caught up with you. You know, if you got the money and you owe it and you've agreed that you owe it, just pay them back. Be done with it. Get it off your back, because who knows what might happen. So here, let's look at it in the world's worst situation. Okay, you owe them $12,000. You've gone on a payment plan, and you've agreed, and you've taken all the money and you put it in the market. And March 2020 happens. COVID happens, the market collapses, goes down 30-40%, and your company closes. Or at least they lay everybody off. They're not closed, they still want their money back. So now you owe the money, you put it in an investment that's now worth 60% of what it was, and you have no job. I'm conservative. I would just say, hey, okay, I was hoping you'd never figure out you were overpaying me, because obviously that's in the person's back of their mind. But I just, oh, okay, I'll give you the money back and just be done with it. I don't know. Colin, what do you think?
On a personal level, I would tend to agree with you. I'd just pay it back and be done with the risk of it, but just to play maybe a little bit of devil's advocate for this one, I think it comes down to, could you afford the payments without investing the money? If that investment went to zero, could you still afford to pay them back the $12,000? And if you could, then maybe there's a case to be made that there's some benefit to you by I'm paying a little bit along the way, assuming they're just asking for the $12,000 and not any interest on top of that. There could be an argument to be made that that's not a terrible idea to get some benefit investing that lump sum in the market. But again, only if you could, in theory, afford it without having the lump sum already.
So in other words, it depends.
Oh, how risky are you? Do you like risk? And you know what? Maybe somebody who's consistently overpaid and said nothing likes a little bit of risk in their life.
Right.
There you go.